Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. I'm here very early in the morning and I'm gonna get into days 6 and 7. So I thought I'd do a quick flip just in case you haven't seen where I'm at. So I've got title, reason why, day 1, back of day 1 and day 2, which is the pullout of the house. Got story 3. About coffee and potters. Story 4 about my ornaments. I still have not done anything to the back of this big ornament, but I'll get there. And then story 5, which was about Barrett. So that's awesome. And then I do have that extra one that I did, my book one that we put for day 17. So I am working on the back of this for my day 6. And I think we're going to do Santa letters. So I'm going to pull this away and we can have a look. I'm also going to take the pile of stuff that I've put to the side because I didn't use them. And now I just have this random bunch of stuff hanging out. Am I the only one that does this? Please tell me you do this too. I'm just going to put that away. So I think I need to move some of this because this would be for day 7, which is going to be about my daughter. So day 6, I decided we're going to do Santa letters. That's going to work well because of the fact that we can do both sides. And if you remember, I built this during when I was working on some foundation pages, so it's good. It should be pretty quick. I just have to figure out how I'm going to manipulate it to work. So I have the photo. They went and saw Santa. Really fun. So cute. And then for Jackson, I did his wish list just on Canva because there's enough things I could like attach the photos kind of to it. And then this photo that kind of made me think of him. So I might have to trim it just a little bit, but that's just going to slide into his. That'll be fast. Nora's, she wrote hers out and she did a little drawing for Santa. So I do think we're going to try to, yeah, it's going to fit. I'm going to make it fit onto a card. So that's going to be really fun. And then Barrett, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with Barrett yet. I have to think about that one still, but we'll get it sorted out. I might, I don't know. Do we slide the photo in Barrett's maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We're going to have a little play and figure out how I'm going to make this all work. I did like the idea when I was playing of actually having them back to back like this. And so it would go like that. I liked that idea. I thought that was kind of neat. So I might play with that idea too. So give me a minute and I'll be back and we'll see what I can come up with. All right, so I am done, but I'm not done. I'm not super completely satisfied with this spread, but I'm gonna move on and think about it and come back. So I've got my cute little photo. I love this. So there's Santa photo in. And then I also have each one of their wish list. So there's Jackson's, which I did on Canva. And then I just made it so that they slide in, which I like. And then I also put the number 6 here. I am thinking about taking the foam off to take away a little bit of bulk. Nora's is an actual list, which is really fun. So that pops up. You can read her list, her little drawing there. And then Barrett's is the same, but because we couldn't quite read what he spelled out the word keyboard and then Barrett, because that's his name. So I added the little bear for him. And then I just wrote that all he's asking for is a keyboard and screen to play games and watch TV. And that's it. So I thought it was really cute. Got that little bear used up that I didn't use from day 5. So I am really happy with how that turned out. There's just something missing. And so I don't know if I'm gonna add like maybe a label, maybe some embellishment. I did add this little gold star there, so I thought maybe I could add them for Barrett and Nora as well. I don't know, but that's where we're at with day 6. Okay, so we're gonna move on to day 7, which is gonna be on the back here, and this is gonna be the one about Nora. And so it will come like this. I think I was saying, I don't know if it was on this video or another one, but I don't love this background. So I may go ahead and fussy cut this out and reapply it onto a different paper. And then we're gonna use the vellum idea. I'm gonna have to do it as a flip up, I think, because obviously this has to be on the back side instead of facing this way. And then I do have a photo of Nora and myself, and we're gonna do the frame idea. So I'm not sure if I'll do like this and maybe the believe. That would be cute. Make that fit and trim it down. And then maybe we can do like this. I'm trying to follow Allie Edwards' idea. And so maybe we can go like this. Maybe even half of it. So that's an idea. I definitely want to use this frame, but I also have the, so we can do red or we can do green. I guess it just is going to depend on what I use for the background. So let me figure that part out and we'll get going on that. All right, let's talk about where we're at. So I am going to save this piece of paper actually, and I am going to put a full photo on here and use it as just like a border. So I am planning on saving this. I just didn't want this pattern for this particular day. Remember, you can always manipulate things to make it work for you. So I've fussy cut these out. I have been informed that there's another word that needs to go on the going, so I will let her fill that out when she gets the chance. But I have red and I have this green one. And I had to pick this green as the paper and not the vellum, or sorry, the transparency, because of course, again, we're working on the left-hand side, and that one would be, with the way the words work, would be on the right-hand side, and it won't work. So my thing is with the transparencies, the green, because it's got a white, there's so much white to it, it's not popping as much as it does with the red. And so I think kind of just with process of elimination of how it looks, it's going to be this red with, I think maybe this white, and then we'll put the photo and that. So I'm not going to quite make that decision yet. I'm going to do the transparency first, and then we're going to look and see. I might have another red too, because I really love this December paper. But maybe I shouldn't be hoarding things either. So I'm going to do this part. It is something you can see Allie do. I think she did it in her, I think it was in Product Play, if you're interested to see how she created it. And I'm going to kind of do my own version of it. So I'll be back. Okay. First of all, I can't even begin to explain to you how messy my desk is. I have things all over the place, but you guys, I have it done and I am so happy with this. I think it's super cute. I added a couple finishing touches that I think just were needed. So I went ahead and I stitched, I backed both. So there's a frame on this side and there is a frame on this side. So I taped them together and then I stitched on here. Now my sewing machine was having an issue and it's a very loose stitch. I feel like if I pulled the string, the whole stitching would fall apart. So I do have to be a little careful, but I feel like it should be okay. I also stitched this frame as well. I love this dozer. My cat's trying to jump up. And then I added one of the vellum 3x4 cards and my little 7. So in Allie's example and what she did, I think she actually physically cut a hole. Like she put the frame and then cut it so that it's a see-through element, like an actual see-through element. I decided to keep mine the same. I wasn't going to mess with cutting. And I just laid the 7 so that it matched right in line with where the vellum stopped. That was my decision on how to do that. So really am happy with that. I decided to add a little tab just so that there was something to kind of get you to open it. And I went in with the ribbon kind of the same way I did with, I think it was day 5 maybe. Was it Barrett's? No, my day 4 with the ornament one. So I kind of have that mimicked. However, I felt like it was missing something. And I am going to be pairing this day 7 with day 8, which is either going to be this tag or this pull apart fun thing. And so I wanted to keep the red kind of going, but I just wanted a little something. So I had pulled a bunch of ribbon, you guys. Like, I have so much ribbon on my desk right now. So I thought about layering it with just a different shade of red. Didn't really go for that one. I did the green, which I think had I decided to do something else, this would have worked. But because there's green right here. However, this is just a little bit brighter than what I was going for, and so I chose not to do that and ended up using just this little bit of gold. I've had it in my stash forever, and honestly, it's actually a pain to use because it stretches. Stop it, Dozer. It stretches, and so it doesn't, it's hard to use. And this is now all I have left of it, which makes me very happy, and I'm actually going to just toss that in my recycling because I'm gonna say I'm done with that one. But that is what came up and what the front looks like. So we're gonna flip it open, and my plan is to write my letter to Nora like I've done for Barrett. It's gonna be personal, so I'm not gonna write it now. It's gonna be afterwards. But I'll have my little letter to her and how I'm feeling about her this season. And then I have her gorgeous, well, you know, working on her writing. And Dozer, stop it. My cat, I'm so sorry guys, my cat is absolutely determined to jump up on my desk right now. And I went ahead and stitched just to mimic the stitching I did on the other one. So I switched it with zigzag and then straight stitch, and just added this little documenting at the bottom. And that finishes off for my day 7. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I actually like how it also kind of mimics Barrett's. Day 5, which if I go back to it, is also a flip up. So I'll see what I do with what I end up doing with Jackson's, but I do like how they kind of mimic each other. I think that's a neat play. And then just before I finish up with you guys today, I did want to go ahead and show what I ended up doing for finishing off the Santa letters. I just added a little label, a heart, and this "Can we open presents yet?" I thought that was funny because, you know, it's their wish list. And then I did peel off the backing of the foam so that it was flat. And that is days 6 and 7 complete. So thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I hope to be back with days 8 and 9 before Christmas. If not, I will be back. And I'm hoping to get farther into this project before I put it away and start something new. So anyways, I'll see you all again soon. Bye everyone.